Hi everybody, and welcome to your reading by sign for September. So let's see who's next. Aries. Welcome Aries. Moon, rising. Check those out too with your other placements for a more complete view of the month. So let's see. What does Aries need to know for September? Well, we do have the Venus moving direct September 3rd. Mercury is moving direct September 15th, the same day as the new moon in Leo in sidereal astrology at 28 degrees, conjunct the fixed star Regulus, one of the four royal fixed stars, and that will be in Leo. So we have also the beginning of a new Hebrew year, and we have a full moon in Pisces at the end of September on the 29th. And underneath the deck here, we have the Ten of Pentacles for Aries. That's a beautiful start. So wealth, abundance, security, longevity, family wealth. Let's see what's going on. We have the Four of Cups. So Cancer, moon in Cancer. Home and family again showing up. The Page of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. And the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So defend the homestead, protect your investments, protect what it is you've worked hard for and earned. Be wary of, people that, scammers, fraudsters. Let's get some more information about this for Aries. It doesn't look like, a super happy, positive month, but let's see what other information we can get. I'd just say, take defensive or protective measures. Proactive. Be proactive about your family's security, your future wealth, trying to secure the long-term wealth of your family. Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. There's the full moon in Pisces, and that would be on the 29th. So Pisces ruled by Neptune, illusions, dreams. With this moon in Cancer card too, another water sign. Your intuition could be really strong this month, and maybe that's why you're preparing. You're setting things up for the worst case scenario, but it's like hope for the best, prepare for the worst kind of thing. This isn't your mindset. It's not of scarce or lack or anything, but it's just being pragmatic, being proactive. The dog even burying his bone in the background here, right? Save some for later. Maybe some of you are working on a savings account, or just even burying your treasure in your backyard, where nobody will find it, nobody will know. Only you know. So, or could just become with, other family members. If you might want to consider having a separate account for something, for emergencies that maybe the rest of your family doesn't know about, stuff like that. And then we have here Taurus. All right, well, that's finance, the second house. Trust, patience, and sensuality, ruled by Venus. Again, Venus going direct on the 3rd. A living will might be important too to write out if you haven't done that, or you could be working on your will. I'm not saying anybody's dying. I'm just saying you're being very practical this month. Level-headed, house 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Well, that's you. You're house 1. You're Aries. So that's the new beginning, the head of the year. So yeah, there's a lot of using your head this month. Again, thought, preparation, security. Your mind is on your family's future. Underneath we have water again. Spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So yeah, like I said, being in tune with your intuition, knowing, if you have a gut feeling this month about something, trust your gut. Whether you think somebody's being deceptive, you can trust your intuition on that. Let's see what your alchemy card can bring us to add to this. Guess I need two. We have the Drowned King, so more water. 49. And Lack Virgins, Virgin's Milk. Both of these are blue cards. This could be, and he's wearing a blue cloak. It could be the expansion of the third eye or the throat chakra. Feel more like third eye, like getting downloads, getting this kind of inspired feeling, like you can't explain it from source. So I'm going to read about the Drowned King. Underneath we have Winter. So look at this. So all these three blue cards, right? Preparing for winter. Winter is coming. In the northern hemisphere it is. We're getting ready for the fall equinox. I forgot to mention that too in the intro, September 23rd. So let's read about the Drowned King, because water's coming up repeatedly here. Okay, so the title of this card is Ego Collapse, Losing Faith, Humility. In alchemy, the archetype of the king is often used as a symbol for the ego, the aspect of the self that is attached to its title, name, and identity. It is said that the Drowned King is a required phase of the process of transformation. Only through dissolving who they thought they were is the king able to become who they are destined to be, a kind of benevolent leader. How does the drowning occur? Not voluntarily, that's for certain. Through circumstances beyond their control, the king is brought to their bottom, to their knees. When this card appears, expect a huge blow to the ego, impactful enough that it causes one to turn their life around, prioritizing grace over greed, benevolence over brutality, sovereignty over selfishness. The Drowned King eventually resurfaces as a fully changed, benevolent king. The Drowned King represents tyranny and redistributes power. We are all must experience this energy from time to time. To stay balanced, wear it like a badge of honor. Water is the main mechanism for the dissolution of the ego. Although the king may kick and scream all the while, eventually their new mantra will be go with the flow. Okay. So if you feel like, again, if there is an attack on your finances, your assets, your if something is taken away from you, I guess it's saying try not to freak out about it. You'll learn to let go of things that didn't really matter, but you'll be left with what is most valuable to you, and that's your health, your family, your security. So there might be a blow to your ego. Maybe in the past you made a decision regarding your money, your finances, and now maybe you invested in the wrong thing, and it could be like you feel a little bit ashamed of that because it either lost value or it didn't work out. So this is coming to peace with that and forgiving yourself too for any error in judgment. You know, we're all human. We all make the best calculated decisions we can, hopefully. And sometimes they don't always pan out the way we had pictured. Let's see. Let's see, our journey card here. We have the Whisper. I don't think I've gotten that one yet. And underneath, it's interesting, we have persona, which is a false mask, an identity, right? So a dissolution of the ego. So losing one layer of self. Well, and that's Pisces, though, too, is the illusion. And the Whisper makes me think of secrets, too. So even you could be on the other end of recognizing or revealing, uncovering a secret that maybe somebody has been keeping money from you, or you find out that your coworker is getting paid more for the same job. Something like that. Let's see what the Whisper, the information it's containing. There's a voice within all of us reminding us what we're here to do, guiding us down the path we're meant to follow. For some of us, that voice is loud. For others, it's a tiny whisper that can barely hear above others. Rest assured, the voice is always there, talking faintly. Taking time to listen, we will allow its insights to grow louder. The answers you seek are already within you. Tune the world around you out and listen within. Your heart knows the way. I'm going to mention like a strengthened intuition or the gut feeling, going with that notion. Like an ability or a muscle, hearing your inner wisdom is strengthened by doing it. So that could be this reflection and retreat time here in the Four of Cups, or even as they're retreating from their home. But yeah, there's some information I think you're going to come across, but it'll most likely come from within you. that's going to help you steer yourself to safety. Okay, hunger. Wolf moon. That's in like January, again, where things are lean. And then self-love. Okay. It's interesting, we have, what, a German Shepherd here and a wolf there. The dogs. This came up in the pick a card for the blue moon, so maybe if you chose that pile too, that this is confirmation of that experience. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. I recognize all that I hunger for. When I think of hunger, I almost think the way they described it here, it sounds like greed, like getting greedy. Don't let that dictate your actions. An old and wise Cherokee for the First Nations of the U.S. is speaking to his grandson about life. The young boy asks his grandfather, it is said, grandfather, that everyone has two wolves within them. The first wolf gives darkness, despair, and hate, and jealousy, and sorrow. The second wolf gives light and hope and helpfulness and kindness. Yet, grandfather, I feel them fighting within me. What can I do? My small son, these two wolves will always fight, and they will fight within each person. You are no different, said the grandfather. But, said the boy, grandfather, which wolf will win? And the grandfather answers, whichever wolf you feed. We must be careful about what we nourish and feed within us. If we give abundance to the aspects of the self that can cause harm to others and ourselves, then we cannot truly thrive. Having no limitations upon these behaviors and patterns hurts us and starves the higher and finer parts of ourselves that will bring us more happiness. To ripple that happiness to others is part of why we are on this planet as humans. We must recognize that in cycle, just because it is a cycle, there will always be a leaner, less abundant, or less bright times, yet we have built our resilience and self-trust for times like this, and we know we are both loved and protected. The cycle will soon turn, and less shadow and more bounty. The companion stone or metal is Amazonite. So this is the lean time, the Five of Pentacles. This is the full time, the Ten of Pentacles. Things will come back around. This is what you've built yourself up for, this resilience. It's like he's trained. The Six of Wands is victory, right? And now he's defending his title. He's defending what he has created through intuition and education. And let's see what our archetype card is that can add to this. So if there is a temporary setback or loss, know that it's temporary, that the cycles come back around, that there is a full time that started this whole reading. That is the end result. And the persona card, I just got this image of, you might find out somebody's true colors when they find out, again, when it's related to money. If somebody finds out that they were left out of the will, you know, you might see their personality change really quickly, or, you know, people get, they're highly emotional about finances. So in screwing with that with somebody, or their sense of security or stability, then you can see what their true colors are. I'm not suggesting you go do that, but if that circumstance arises, then you might get a glimpse of, you know, this person is actually you know, their ego needs to drown a little bit, or their mask fell off, and now you're seeing who they are. Let's see, the threshold, number 45. So that's on the precipice of change there. This is titled The Door, the Gate, the Initiation. We cross thresholds continually, consciously and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one. However, you have arrived at a threshold of initiation, here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well formed. Well, that's the loss of persona and ego, right? A new frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step forward, the future that calls to you. Crossing a threshold may not always be voluntary. Sometimes we are thrown across the boundary through circumstance far beyond our control. Either way, we cannot go back. In Hindu mythology, Ganesh is the ultimate gatekeeper. Look to the great elephant god for support. Hecate, Janus, and Mention are also watching over you. Ganesh being the remover of obstacles. Janus is the two-headed god, where the month January comes from. I don't know who Mention is, but anyway. So there's an encouragement here to take a leap of faith into this new identity, this new information integrated into your reality, or it's going to change the course entirely. I would like to see what your angels and ancestors can offer us here about this experience you're going through, this cycle. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. And then underneath Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing with more blue robes there. The intuition once again being emphasized. So this description is: the Protection Guardian is a feminine version of Archangel Michael. She is a fierce, protective, yet loving warrior angel who carries an indestructible shield of power and protection and will come to all who call on her. She will help you drop your fear-based shields and move into a loving, protective force field that will keep you safe but will allow your gifts to shine out. Although she is here to guard you from lower energies, she is completely relaxed, serene, and confident because she trusts that love will always prevail. So if you feel vulnerable during these changing times, know that your angel is protecting you and is relaxed in the process and not stressed about it, because she understands that this is just part of the cycle. This is the lean time. This is the full time. And right now we're experiencing the former. All right. Let's see if there's any magic card messages for Aries. Oh, these are right side up. They're all mixed up. Well then. Okay, that's better. The sun. Golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. So here comes the sun. The sun will come out tomorrow. And 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. I feel that in the 4 cups. For sure. There's like a relaxed acceptance, breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. Okay. Underneath we have fire. Your element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. Okay. So the pendulum swinging in the other direction eventually. Let's get a wisdom card. Ooh. Well, these 2 landed to face. Invite serendipity. 7 heavenly virtues, the keys to goodness. So the 7 heavenly virtues, you represent spiritual enlightenment, divine knowledge, and wisdom. You have faith and believe in all that is good and meaningful. You have a deep intuitive understanding of God, the angels, and the universal spirit. You know the keys to goodness. You are being asked to use this knowledge to empower and teach others. The 7 heavenly virtues are faith, hope, charity, fortitude, justice, patience, and temperance. All right, so let's get angel cards for you. Light and peace. Okay. So there's a peaceful and graceful acceptance here to what's going on. Grace. Support. Yep, having support from others. And your angels, and forgiveness. Yeah, I think forgive yourself. Like I said, if there was a misjudgment, or if somebody may have deceived you and that's what you found out, they may ask you for forgiveness. And it's always beneficial to issue them that if you're able. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Aries, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care. Have a beautiful September, and we'll see you next time. Bye.